I was shocked earlier because I went to set up this video and I was like, oh, when I name the files, I need to put what number reaction this is. And I was like, oh, surely I've milked Miraculous Ladybug out of context to death. Nope, this is the third. It's been like a year, maybe? I don't know how long it's been since I did one before. Maybe even longer. So I thought it'd be really fun to do this now because I'm coming in with like at least a little bit of overall context. I'm aware of the characters, I'm aware of the setup, but there's gonna be a lot of stuff in here that I am gonna be absolutely baffled by. It's like revisiting my roots, you know? If my roots were horrifying, weird, and inappropriate, even though they don't seem like they're inappropriate, but they are when they're presented with no context. That's what my roots are. Explains a lot about me. So before we start, I wanted to let you know that I have a gaming channel. There's a link in the description below, as well as a link to my Discord, my Instagram, my Patreon, all of which you should join/follow. Great, let's go. Out of context. That's actually a clip in the show.
Okay, we're all going to sing.
I mean, that's not really that out of place for this show. I mean, every time she uses the lucky charm power, I'm like, what kind of weird combination of things is gonna happen here? And yet it always ends up making sense. So when I see her handing out all those weird implements, including witches' hats, like the cones like that, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, why not sing? I'm sure you'll make it all work, Ladybug. I don't know if it's just me, but these look like fish eggs. So that's Nemo, right? Finding Ladybug.
I've got to get out of
why is she so slow? That's... Okay, I'm guessing it's an Akuma power. For a second there, I literally just thought that this like doorman was just absolutely jamming. He's doing the Disney knees. Oh my God. Get that man into Camp Rock immediately. Kind of fabulous though. Oh, wait. I'm gonna guess. Is that Luca's dad?
Yeah. Do you know his name?
Luca Sr. And that's it. What's his name?
Jagged Stone.
Oh, right. Yeah, because like Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones. I remember.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Rocking so hard, the frame rate dropped. Oh, that's a different clip. The things that happen to these characters are actually batshit, you know? Like, also, just remember, these are teenagers. I don't know who tossed her onto that, but she gets tossed onto what's essentially a beacon from Minecraft and lifted into the heavens, but it's not actually the heavens because she's going into the black Akuma goo or whatever. Poor Alia. She deserves better. That's insane. I can't tell you, truly, I can't, just how much I fucking hate this. I feel like I could spend 10 minutes ranting to you about all the things I dislike about this frame and whatever the hell this character is, and it still wouldn't communicate the depths of my disdain. So I hope that gives you some kind of idea to how much I dislike this. Who is it? I don't even want to know. It kind of looks like the reviewing guy from Ratatouille, whatever his name is. Ego. Also, like, her mum just got carried away in a bubble. She came down in a bubble, dude.
I am the most powerful of all the supervillains.
No, I am.
So, if you are curious, keeping a running update, that made me despise it so much more. And I have one question. Why does the facial hair look like J-Schlatt? Anyone want to answer that? J-Schlatt, are you in Miraculous?
Annoying. Oh.
Those are not sounds I would have expected. I mean, maybe I would have expected it from Miraculous, but it's been a while since I've just heard a character. Do you know that scene?
What? I don't know the sound. What?
She's like, no, I am the most powerful villain. You're just super annoying. Ah! I'm not making that up. That is literally what that sounded like. Fucking why? Did she just get like attacked by the... Well, the other head can't even do anything. They're just heads. Using telekinesis psychic powers to just like tickle her or something. This looks awkward as hell. I don't know why. Why does she seem so like, like prideful, like my plan worked. They have stolen this boy and literally dragged him to the living room. Good thing it's called the living room because otherwise it'd be like, I'm gonna die. He doesn't seem all that happy about it, but also he's kind of just doing this. Please, Mr. and Mrs. Dupenchang, don't drag me away to butcher me for your nice macarons. I feel silly because I didn't register what the poster was she was holding. I just looked at it out of the corner of my eye and I thought it was a cat. I legitimately was just like, oh, why is there just a cat in the poster of Paris? And then I realized it was Adrian. I was like, oh, silly me, it's not a cat, it's Adrian. And then I was like, ha ha, or is it?
She's not crying enough.
Why did Chloe sound like she belonged on Tumblr just then? She's like, no, you are not dedicated enough to this fandom. Cry more, okay? I'm gonna shove this poster right in your face until you shed tears. Okay, now that I've said that, I can acknowledge what the hell's happening here. The lipstick, though? Why does this kind of look like Chloe?
What?
He's so yellow. Is bro's, like, liver failing? I don't think that's supposed to happen. So hold on. He had, like, the black stuff on his lips. I thought it was lipstick. I think it's some sort of evil goo or whatever. That face is a face, by the way. And then I couldn't tell if it disappeared, but it kind of just looked like he ate it. Like, love me some sinful goo.
What am I doing here?
Is that how she
No time. The quiver pin, Cat Noir. Now! Yeah!
So is that how she like snapped him out of whatever was happening? She's like, oh, I know what to get through to him. I'll kiss him. But also if the goo or whatever, if something is controlling him, I want to say that making contact with that thing is probably ill-advised. And then she doesn't even wait. She just goes, oh, okay, you're conscious now. You're lucid. Great. Fight! And just flings him into danger, presumably. I just feel like Ladybug always makes Cat Noir just look so dainty. I don't know if it's just me. She picks him up and throws him around and does things with him like he weighs like 2 grams. He was unprepared and unwilling. Oh, it's a mime. That took me way too long. I was sitting there being like, oh, is he like lifting up some sort of secret thing in the ground? No, he's picking up a rocket launcher ready to fire. And I bet it's going to be real. I love that nothing came out. Like I was kind of expecting it to fire a real missile or like have a track in the air or something, but there's absolutely nothing until it just explodes the fucking car. This show is amazing in the best and worst ways.
I need to sing my happy song. It always makes me feel better. Smelly wolf, stinky breath and slimy.
I kind of want to hear the rest of those lyrics, but I guess in a more real sense, I don't. Oh, I'm gonna go to my happy place. You know, what's your happy place? Is it thinking about stinky wolves? Nice, smelly, stinky wolves, where she also says slimy and then gets interrupted. Nice, slimy, stinky, mangy wolves. That makes me so happy. So happy that I've written a fucking song about it.
Stinky breath and slimy.
Oh, sorry. It wasn't just smelly, stinky wolf. It was stinky breath and slimy. Slimy breath? Slimy tongue? Yeah. You know what I love? Stinky dog breath. That's the best smell in the world. Why'd he kind of eat that though, actually? I want to say it's some sort of miraculous or like dried kwami. That looks like sun-dried tiki. But they just put her on a pillow and go, okay, we know how to revive her. We'll bang a gong and do absolutely nothing else.
One day, Chloe and I will have a house together, and we'll have a hamster named MIRACULOUS.
Sincerely, the freakiest thing I've seen on that show. That's just abject horror. You know, I don't think there's any situation at all, full stop, in which I would see this face coming out of this little like trap door and be like, I'm going to move towards that. Especially if I was Ladybug, I had the powers, I'd be jumping off the balcony. Also, that like, is he like saying that her worst nightmares or something, that him and Chloe would be together? And specifically that they'd have a hamster that they'd name after her, which is, you know, outside of how disrespected she might feel, that is creepy as shit. Like that's some stalker behavior. Can you imagine someone that you know gets with someone else you know, then like, oh, they get married and they name a pet after you? Name a pet after someone that you knew in high school? That would freak me out.
We can take you home if you wanted.
Yeah.
She goes, no.
No, it's okay. I'll take a coleslaw home. Thanks.
A coleslaw home? I will get in coleslaw and drive home? Is that what she said? Marinette says some weird shit. So like I can't even discount it as a possibility. But also I remember why I do keep getting frustrated with her because I mean, well, this could be after Cat Blanc, so she might know that like them getting together is not an option. Wait, but no, Cat Blanc made her know that her getting with Cat Noir wouldn't be good, but she doesn't know that Adrien is Cat Noir, so she doesn't know that she can't get with Adrien. She only doesn't get with Adrien because she's a superhero and she's like, oh, I can't be honest with him. But I just always get frustrated because she's like, oh, I want to be with him. I want to spend time with him. And then he's like, do you want to come spend time with me? And she's like, nah, cool, girl. Like, nah, great, helpful. He looks fucking massive here, dude. Bro looks like a 6'8" wrestler. And maybe it's just that she's tiny, but still, he does not look like he belongs in school.
Ivan, you scared me.
I made this for you.
Wait, I know this. I've seen this episode.
Be so rich.
Oh. Why do they always have to ruin it? Because I was just like, oh, that's so cute. Actually, you know, I like seeing Tiki happy, spinning around. I thought she was just dancing, you know, doing a little dancey dance, expressing her joy. And then she, well, I thought that she was gonna sneeze because that's something they've done before, but she's spits in her hands. Here you go, Marinette. I'm doing my fabulous twirls, my pirouettes, followed by eat it. I don't even know what she's gonna do with it. You look at me like that. Don't they do something with the spit? What the f else is she gonna... And that's better?
Hey!
Hey!
Ladybug moved like Elastigirl. What the f... Here, you'll be safe in here.
What's up?
Simon's.
How did she ever end up getting with him? Like, I don't mind him, but he's still just so cringe all the time. Is this the Riddler? And why does he kind of look like the Dean from Community?
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Simon says you're lame.
Okay, well, that would cut through. Yeah, actually, I don't want him calling me lame, because then I must really be lame, or I must really be cool. Because if a lame person calls you lame, it means you're cool, right? That's how that works. That's how well, that's what I tell myself. That's how I get by. Isn't too much is happening all at the same time. Isn't that the dude that works with Gabriel and he's just live on TV beating his chest and bouncing around like a gorilla on a kid's channel, no less? Yeah. Is this like a side gig? Is he doing this for Gabriel, or is he just like, well, I do enjoy being a bodyguard for a massive supervillain who wants to harm all kinds of children, but in my spare time, I really like to care about children. I like to entertain. I like to teach them something. I like to teach them how gorillas act. My real passion is acting on a kid's show. Yes, I know that my working with children check might be going down the toilet because of my supervillain activities, but it's fine. In the meantime, I don't know, where am I going with this? It's just fucking weird, okay? Deal with it. Oh, Tiki! I didn't even notice her there. I forget how tiny she is sometimes. She just sits, she's not even floating. I feel like I so rarely see her using her feet. So these are unconnected. Just taking my crocodile for a casual walk. The only other time I've seen a crocodile is in the episode where Luca's dad becomes a crocodile, right? Is that Luca's dad? Because I don't think so, but if it was, the fact that he's now wearing a collar and a leash makes this very, very, very strange. I don't want to know what you're into, Jagged Stone. I remembered because of the name of the band. Is that someone's...
Kagami?
It's interesting that this video has had multiple clips in which I've been like, that's the freakiest thing I've ever seen in this show. That was just a long, slow close-up of Kagami's ass slowly getting down to the cake while Marinette gasps. This is a more innocent look, like, oh, don't sit in that cake, Kagami. And this is, sit in that cake, Kagami.
You know what squat cobbler is.
Chloe's been waiting her whole fucking life for this. She's like, I'm finally gonna get to see Kagami sit on that slice of cake. Everything's come to fruition. It's just too big a smile. It's weird. They're not even there. Why is she limping? I don't know what the f***'s happening, and I'm not mad about it, and I am. That's just me watching Miraculous, full stop.
What am I supposed to do with this? Make tea?
I love that clip. I had that freeze frame as my profile picture on my Discord server for a long time. I don't know why, it just amused the shit out of me. And it's also exactly how I feel literally every single time she pulls out the Lucky Charm. What am I supposed to do with this? Damn, fabulous. This show is, man, I don't like that. I don't think I ever would have expected it to use the word daddy, especially like that. Daddykins? Worse. Disgusting. Hate it. I'm not looking for her daddy, nor am I looking for a daddykins. In fact, you've just confirmed my decision to never let you in here ever. I'm glad I have security measures. Fuck off. Is this like the village people? Why is he standing on a bucket putting? Like, yeah, you know, the really important thing when you're dancing and having fun with people is to make sure you're all the same height. You know, you really got to elevate that height, because you know what really makes you dance well is being up higher on a precarious position. Everybody knows your balance is better and you definitely won't fall. What's that? Oh, Grandpa's gonna break his hip. Better call the ambulance. They meant to be the three blind. Nice. Bro just got robbed. Is everyone just okay with this? I don't know. I feel like people are constantly just busting into people's houses and being like, oh, well, actually, the future of Paris depends on this, so I'm gonna just steal this from you. Maybe he'll get it back. Maybe he won't. Maybe he's not even trying to defend Paris. He's just selling it. It's like, oh, he needs a quick buck. What a good way to use your powers. Where'd that come from?
the flower, it...
What is happening? He was just baffled by the flower, and then we get an intense slow close-up of her earring. Oh my god. Is that Ladybug? Holy crap, I never knew. The fact that she was dressed like a fucking ladybug, and we've constantly talked about her being a superhero and having the miraculous. Whoa, that's insane. I can't believe that. And then of course, again, we get another fucking moan like that. Oh, and why do you look like a potato chip in the Matrix computer? What's happening? Oh.
Owl's whipped cream deactivated, sir.
How do you deactivate whipped cream? Oh, that's how. That was disgusting. I didn't like the look at that. I didn't like how that seemed like it felt. And I did not like the sound of that. Is that how you eat whipped cream? That's how I eat whipped cream. What is he holding? Is that meant to be an ice cream? But it's like in a cup. And those are tiny scoops. But he's holding what looks like a wine glass that has a couple of scoops of ice cream on it. But he has no spoon, or is he just licking that from the glass? See, that's the same. How are you all eating this? It's not a drink, because like, you lick the ice cream, I get that, like a cone, and then it's in there and you... Is that...
Oh, I think it's wafer.
What?
It's like a wafer cone, but...
So again, how do you eat that after?
It's shaped like this.
Do you just eat the cones? You're telling me this little bit is wafer? Magic!
I don't think there's something magical about your ice cream.
That is uncanny. That is actually uncanny. The first words out of her sentence were, and I don't think there's something magical about your ice cream. Right after I just said that. Is it a wafer cone? Is it magic?
It's just ice cream.
Oh, wait, that was, I just realized that was her saying that to this guy. I don't think there's anything magical about your ice cream. It's just ice cream. Stop being such a weird, passionate weirdo about it. Is it weird, passionate weirdo? As opposed to a non-weird, passionate weirdo. That's heartbreaking. I mean, he's kind of annoying, and I know that people don't really like him, but he's just a nice, bubbly ball of positivity, right? He's just happy and wants to give people ice cream, and she's like, well, that's special. Get the f*** over yourself. It's so sad. Just everything's so depressed. He's like, I want it though. All of my questions have been answered about how to eat that. The entire thing was wafer, I guess. So honestly, that is just pretty much fucking magic. Marinette, you're wrong.
Ken, do something!
Ken?
Would you like to dance, Chloe?
Was he meant to be like Ken from like, hi Barbie, hi Ken. Would you like to dance? No, not with that, ever, actually. Why is everyone, that looked like Adrian when he was coming out of that trap door. What the hell are you holding?
I can stick
A note?
my big toe inside my ear?
It's the same guy. Good for you. I'm glad. You know what? You should go practice that. Practice it a lot for the next 6 hours over there in the corner. Don't move. Get that toe in that ear. I feel like I've seen this villain.
Catwalking.
Wait, is that Adrian? Oh, catwalking. I get it.
They hating.
That was literally like a Ride and Dirty reference. In Miraculous, I love this show and I hate it. Oh, so this is what happens after he fell off the bucket, right? Broken his hip, he's like, I'm on my deathbed. I need to find a new guardian.
Marionette, my time has...
I mean, he is talking about being on his deathbed. Is he just, was that a fart? He farted. He just tooted. Unless it was, I don't think it was edited in, because I initially thought, oh, maybe someone just added that. But the blanket like ripples. Like it moves slightly when he farts. So cool. We get old man falling off a bucket, smashing his hip, ending up in his deathbed, ripping ass. Why not? This is the first time we've had Gabriel. This entire compilation.
High school. The arena of teenage angst.
Yeah, I'm okay. You're true. If you're ever talking about high school, Gabriel, don't be a creepy about it. Don't start a sentence like that. Like, ooh, my evil, mysterious, dark portal opens and I go, high school. The arena. Like, say it faster, motherfucker.
Then all I need to do is say to Adrian...
Oh, see, that's effective. Yeah. She was just imitating the baby so that he knew that the baby Akuma was coming. Also, I really brushed over the fact that that is a giant, rampaging, horrifying baby, and I really don't like it. And that damn bitch is pedaling fast. Run! Oh, I can't pedal fast enough to get away from this baby. It's really wearing me out. You know what'll be better is running on foot. Let's go, y'all. Good luck. Don't get squished.
Who needs brakes when they got us?
We will be your breath. I know that she was like probably just wrapping something around it to try to stop it, but like, who needs brakes when they have us? I will throw myself under the bus and that way it'll stop. I will make it stop with my corpse. You know what else I'll stop? My life. Where the hell are we? What is this embassy?
By the power vested...
Wait, you're being married?
I now
pronounce you husband and wife.
They're just making...
Good, you're married. Now get out.
I don't even know who the hell that was. Is that her mom or something? I mean, look, I hate Chloe, therefore I will probably hate her mom. However, she looks fabulous. She kind of looks like Lucille Bluth from Arrested Development, and I love it.
I happen to be a more caring mother than most.
Where's my bed?
I put it in storage.
What is this thrown our way?
God,
Handcuffs, I
I've seen this clip in it, and I hate it.
What solution do you offer?
I'll just dance with him. I think I've seen this too, because I thought it looked suspiciously like Yuri on Ice. Even like, you know, I know it's an ice skating ring, and so it's gonna kind of look like Yuri on Ice, but really, there's little seats along the side here. It looks very similar to me. Also, you know, the moves, and just Adrian watching on sadly as Luca is better than him in every way.
Adrian?
Kissy boo.
Yeah, fair reaction. Hate it.
Adrian!
Don't baby voice, please.
I'm losing my balance.
Okay, good. He's not baby. No sense of self. He wasn't even in like cat noir outfit and just messing around. Bro literally just took a little tumble off the cliff.
You're a public health hazard.
But I never even went over 15 miles an hour.
What? It just felt like he was complaining to the manager. What happened there? That doesn't seem that fast. Like he never went over 50 miles an hour and he's calling him a public health hazard. Was he driving like a maniac or something? Also, like he's got a blanket on. Marinette doesn't. I think I've seen the scene where they're in the back of the car with the blanket on and he's like shivering or whatever and or like having traumatic flashbacks, but also take it off now? He kind of looks like Batman.
Come on, students, let's wreck this place.
Bro, they've been waiting for it their whole life.
Sorry, Daddy!
I think that's actually her dad, though. I hope so. Was that her dad?
Yeah.
Great, because she said, sorry, Daddy, and then punched him. So, you know, just... I said that I didn't expect Miraculous to throw Daddy at me. It's done it twice now in this one little compilation.
But then, if I'm not a good friend, what am I to you?
You're... toilet!
Music. If you want to go to England,
Okay, I did not realize that he was like bready and croissant. It just kind of looked like he was a poop demon, you know? Like a Kuma poop. A puma, perhaps?
you think about. You get seasick.
What are you talking about, brother? So much in this compilation has just been vaguely uncomfortable for reasons I can't necessarily understand or explain. It's just weird. Also, now who's going to be the next piece of collateral damage here? Okay, at least they didn't land on her. What is this mix of stuff? Is it all seafood? What the f is this in the front? Is he still playing Kissy Boo Boo or whatever? Pourquoi? Pourquoi? Yeah, you know, when you got to be real careful when you go to those all-you-can-eat buffets, you see oysters or whatever the hell they were. Don't kiss it, be careful, because otherwise you'll disappear from existence and never come back.
Baffling was confused you so much, he started speaking Spanish.
That was actually French. I was gonna say, I was gonna say por qué, but then I thought, oh wait, they're in France. Pourquoi? Yeah, okay.
My great big punches.
Yeah, you're probably right, actually. No, is this the... Yeah, the constipation, man.
I like pizza.
You like pizza?
The only word I really understood was pizza. Other than that, it kind of sounded like they spoke Simlish. I also don't know why he was just going... That's me when I mess up speaking. I low-key loved his silly song.
Chloe, sit down.
I can't! My Paris is beating me up!
That's someone invisible? God, I hope it's Marinette. You know, with all the terrible things I've seen in this compilation, it's nice to see Chloe get the shit beaten out of her. Is there an extended version of that scene that I can watch? Just like... Marinette just turns visible again and she's like, yeah, that's right, it's me. Bah, bah, bah. I don't even know it was Marinette. That's just my headcanon. You know what? Honestly, I don't really want to ruin my experience of this anymore because I don't want the next thing to be some kind of horrifying thing that scars me for life. I want to end this on Chloe getting beaten up by her purse because that makes me happy. I feel like I do hate on her a bit too much. I don't even know that much about her character. Just that she's a bitch. And that's fine. You know? Yeah, is she like a teenager? And I'm just like, beat that teen up. You know, everyone gets beaten up in this show. It's fine. She'll be all right. Don't worry about it. She'll get over it. She can go wipe her tears with her endless trunks of money. It's all good. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and the likely troubling view into my psyche. I really appreciate you being here and I'll see you next time where I will do better to conceal how horrible I am. Bye-bye!